But my name again is Jim Freeman, and I'm the Opportunities Manager for the host of this webinar tonight. It's called the National Strategic Investors Corporation, or NSIC. On tonight's call, we have some presenters. We're going to show you exactly how to generate generous, nearly instant cash flow with smaller amounts of investment capital with little to no work on your part through passive REO investing. These presenters have a lot to teach us tonight about how they look at real estate market cycles and valuation in these unprecedented times, in these times when we're experiencing the fallout of the financial crisis. Again, if you want to ask questions, we're probably going to have too many people on the call tonight to allow for verbal questions. So please type in your questions in the message area on your presentation screen, and we will read those toward the end of the presentation. But before we get into that, I wanted to introduce you to somebody tonight by the name of Steve Hedema. Steve is the co-founder and president of the National Strategic Investors Corporation, and he wanted to talk to you briefly, tell you about NSIC. So Steve, are you ready for this? Or you want to take it away now?
Ready to go. Thank you, Jim.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to welcome everybody, and to start off with, I'd like to recognize the day that we're celebrating, which is Veterans Day. And for any of you that are on the call, I'd like to say thank you for serving our country if you're a prior service member or a current service member, and let you know we appreciate it. It's due to the service members that we have the freedoms in this country to enjoy the liberty and the opportunity, especially opportunities like what you're going to hear tonight. And so we just want to recognize everybody in that sense and encourage everybody here on this call that if you see military service members, to let them know how much you appreciate them. Think about the opportunities that you have and share that with them. That means a lot. As a prior service member myself, I just encourage you to do so. So let me take a minute real quick, and then I'll turn it back over to Jim and tell you about NSIC. Webinars like this are normally presented to our member group. The National Strategic Investment Corporation is an education and training company designed to teach economic alternatives to traditional financial plans. We provide information and resources as well as opportunities to a nationwide investor group that is built on a local club model that expands into a virtual community. Tonight is about educating you about an alternative investment strategy that we find is one of the most fascinating opportunities that we've come across in our effort to try to provide good information and then connect investors with opportunities that all speak the language of alternative economics. And our presenters tonight understand the concepts and the principles that cause assets to grow. And their experience and their accomplishments to date definitely stand behind that statement. So I'm anxious to hear their presentation. I've gotten a little sneak preview prior to, and I know that you guys are going to be excited. Jim Freeman is our Opportunities Manager, and what his goal and task is to bring these opportunities to our investors. And so, Jim, if you would, take a minute, talk about that objective of NSIC, and then maybe lead right into their introduction.
All right. Well, thank you, Steve. This is Jim Freeman again. As Steve said, I'm the Opportunities Manager for NSIC. And, you know, NSIC is an education company for investors. And, you know, I imagine like you, perhaps a lot of you on the call, both Steve and I have spent a lot of time and money buying education and benefiting greatly from it. But we found that the education that you pay your hard-earned money for is absolutely useless if you can't or you don't use it. As an education company, NSIC doesn't offer or recommend this opportunity or any others to you. The sponsors present their information to you directly. You investigate what they have to say, and you make up your own mind about whether you're interested in this opportunity or not. But the job of Opportunities Manager for NSIC is really pretty simple. It boils down to this. My job is to find quality opportunities from quality sponsors that work for the investor according to the investing rules taught in the Alternative Economics course, and then we introduce them to you. And I have to find opportunities that offer a wide range of minimum invested amounts to allow good diversification for our club members, even those with limited resources. And I think you'll agree, once you've seen this, that this is exactly what we have for you tonight. One of our presenters is named Ron Clark, and Ron is president of Rainbow Equity Investments Incorporated. They specialize in exceptional real estate investment opportunities inside and outside of the U.S., where market conditions indicate sustained near and long-term growth. Positive cash flow is a key ingredient of these opportunities, as well as long-term appreciation potential. They specialize in turnkey, hassle-free investments. Doing the heavy lifting tonight will be Mr. Bruce Grogg, G-R-O-G-G. Mr. Grogg is president of Fortuno, Inc., the company that specializes in purchasing REO and foreclosure homes directly from banks and other sources. Select properties are then put into proprietary system, and they're offered to investors for pennies on the dollar with multiple exit strategies. Bruce has over 25 years of corporate leadership combined with entrepreneurial experience. He's probably best recognized, or a name that you'll probably most recognize yourself, for his work with a company that's called Hooked on Phonics. He played an instrumental role in this company's growth from startup to a point where it enjoyed $250 million in annual sales and national recognition. Many on the call tonight may also be familiar with Michael Gerber. Michael is the author of the E-Myth series of business education books and a training company. And Michael Gerber has called Bruce Grogg, quote, a marketing genius. Bruce cut his teeth in the real estate industry as a multi-million-dollar producer and a sales trainer for Century 21 Real Estate. Okay, well, I'm done talking. I think Steve is. So Ron, I'm going to let you take over from here. Here's Ron Clark from Rainbow Equity Investments.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak with you tonight and tell you about a really exciting opportunity. And I'd like to thank Steve Hedema and Jim Freeman for giving us this great opportunity to talk to you tonight. Bruce and I are looking forward to showing you some pretty exciting things here. Jim Freeman has told you a little bit about both of us, and so thought we'd just show you what everybody looks like here. You can see Steve had him up in the upper left-hand corner there, Jim Freeman in the top right, myself, I'm in the lower left, and the heavy lifter, the muscle guy, Bruce Grogg's in the lower right there.
I remember when I had more hair.
Well, you're going to have to give us that picture next time.
Yeah.
Okay, tonight, what's going to happen here, we've got knowledge and education is meeting opportunity. And we've got a very unique REO foreclosure wealth building system that has been put together by Fortuno, Inc. This is for the average investor and also for the more sophisticated investor. Here's a little overview about Fortuno. Fortuno, the developer of this REO foreclosure wealth building system, has over 60 years experience in real estate, investing, mortgage banking, public companies, and financial services. One of the largest and fastest growing foreclosure REO buying companies in the U.S. And what you're going to be learning about tonight is a 100% managed system. And it's one of the most unique real estate wealth building systems in the industry, which I think you'll agree once you see the presentation.